Obesity is artificially created quite easily. Two researchers found one day that when you give it early enough, young enough animals, the MSG, monosodium glutamate, kills a certain part of the brain. I don't know where it's located, but it kills a certain part of the brain. That part of the brain tells you, you're full, you don't need any more food, you don't want to eat anymore. And that gets killed with MSG. So they give it to very young people, they give it to children, they put it in all the foods, and people no longer know when to stop eating. And they eat, and since they're not getting nutrition, the body is actually hungry for nutrients. And they eat, but they don't eat anything nutritious and get bigger and heavier and fatter quite easily. And that's when they develop two researchers found one day diabetes and some of the other problems. When you give it early enough, young enough you don't animals, do that. When you eat MSG, good, normal, healthy foods and no MSG, kills a certain part of the brain. MSG is now being put into virtually everything you buy on the shelves in the grocery store. That part of the brain tells you, and it's in everything in any more food, you don't want to eat anymore. Restaurants. And that gets killed with because MSG. The restaurant people also know that it's very young people, and people come back children, they put it in and all people order more food, and they make no more money when to stop eating. And they eat, but it's not wonderful for your health, and it causes the body enormous obesity, and therefore they eat, but they don't eat anything nutritious and get bigger and heavier. And then they say that diabetes is incurable, and that's when they develop high blood pressure and diabetes and some of the other problems. It's not true. When you don't do that, when you eat good, normal, healthy foods, type 1 diabetes is a completely different disease. And MSG is now being put into virtually everything you buy on the shelves in the grocery store. 5 to 8 days. And it's in everything because the body is producing insulin. Because the restaurant people also know that into the cell, there's insulin receptors for it. Because those are blocked order more food. And they make more money. Well, that's wonderful. By fat and meat, by fat and deep fried, by fat and butter, by fat and yolk of eggs, enormous obesity, and therefore high blood pressure and diabetes, and so on. And you stop the diabetes. And then they say that diabetes is incurable. It's so ridiculous. That's garbage. Just stop eating this junk. It's not true. We have seen type 2 diabetes. Now, type 1 diabetes is a completely different disease. But type 2 diabetes, we have seen completely disappear in a matter of 5 to 8 days. Completely disappear. Because the body is producing insulin. But it's not getting into the cell, there's insulin receptors, because those are blocked by, guess what? Cholesterol. By fat and meat, by fat and deep fried, by fat and butter, by fat and yolk of eggs, on and on and on. Cholesterol. Stop the cholesterol and you stop the diabetes. It's so simple. It's so ridiculous.